So one of the questions we are asked is cybersecurity a young person's trade? Is this something that's only available to, say, millennials? And my short answer is absolutely not. Your life experience, however long it's been, is always going to be of benefit to help in creatively addressing the situations. Cybersecurity is something that is constantly in change, and it is being driven by very hostile forces. And therefore, it mimics warfare. And in warfare, the more diversity of thought that you have, the stronger your military or your army or your defense is. And so we need both young and old to help us to win this battle.
Absolutely. And the only way you can do that is by bringing those folks together. It has to be experiential learning. It has to be learning not just information to regurgitate, right? But it has to be out actually working with those concepts and working with other people. And that's where a community college has a unique and awesome opportunity, because our student body covers the gambit. People that have been coming from one type of job and trying to re-engineer themselves, which is happening more and more throughout these days, especially with COVID, and will continue, to students that are coming in absolutely green, just learning stuff from the get-go, and they can all learn from each other. That's the advantage that a community college gives. And plus, you don't have to go into debt in a major way that you might at other institutions. So it is not just for young people. It's for anyone who has an interest, anyone who wants to make a difference, anyone who has a passion. It's that simple.
I have a great example of that. I saw in the range, 70-plus-year-old woman sitting there working on things with some millennial type age people at the same time. And the conversation was so rich, and it was respectful, but it was also so diverse in terms of their backgrounds and their life perspective and their life history. And it was phenomenal to watch that. It really showed the power of having all age groups and all types of diversities and backgrounds together.
Well, I have a bit of a funny story along the same lines. So at one of the cyber ranges, we were talking about threat hunting and finding out who was doing the bad things. And so there was someone who was over 50, over 60 maybe. And so she asked a question. And what's funny is the reaction of the group of people, the experts that were there, was, "Oh, that's cute. You know, grandma wants to figure out how to find this stuff out." And within about 3 minutes, it was clear she was the expert in the room. And so suddenly all of these people who thought that they would be educating her were sitting there taking notes going, "I never knew that. I never knew that." And so she was really amazing at it. And I truly am humbled by her talent. But that's true of everything in cybersecurity and everything in the world. Is we really need those people who are really good, that have done and are able to share how they do things with others, to do that. And the community college setting, the cyber range setting, is a perfect place to do that, because we don't have any of the stilted academia that's making those types of interactions impossible. And that was, again, we had quote unquote experts that were there to communicate, who were learning from one of the people that came to visit us.
Yeah, one of our favorite items is when you walk into the cyber range at Pima Community College, there's a sign on the door. It says, "Leave your ego at the door," because everyone that comes in is both a teacher and a student. That's the mindset and mind change that we need to create.
And considering the amount of change that occurs in cybersecurity, you have to have that throughout your entire life. There is no such thing as, "I learned cybersecurity, I know it now, I'm ready to go." If you are not constantly learning in cybersecurity, you're essentially just taking up oxygen in the room.